I'm here on the Capital Main Road here just to ask one question. Your house and you're not paving the Capital Main Road. Look at the terms and conditions. These drivers have to be utilizing this road on a daily basis. Why does we have to reach to blocking of the road on social media? Yes and right? I'm asking one question, this man, that's all right. Why can't the Richardson paving in front of yours and he paving the main road? Which is really going on there, boy? All right. Why can't the Richardson paving in front of your house and he paving the Capital Main Road? How many high? How do people like? Why can't the Richardson paving in front of yours and he paving Capital Main Road? How you living? Why can't the Richardson paving in front of yours and he paving the main road? Don't worry.
No, I don't want him down here. So this is a waste of time.
Why can't the Richardson paving in front of yours and he paving Capital Main Road?
You see what going on right now?
Yeah, you see? Why can't the Richardson paving in front of yours and he paving Capital Main Road? We have folks then. What really going on?
Nobody, don't care about nobody.
Kennedy Richardson paving in front of your house, right? And you're not paving the main road in Capital. Where, folks? What really going on there? What do you think about that? Good morning. Once again, I'm here at the Capital Main Road. I'm just here to ask Kennedy Richardson one question this morning. Why are you paving in front of your house and you can't pave the main road Capital here where we're using? A question this morning. I don't want to be on. All right, but you can talk, right? So one question this morning. Why can't Kennedy Richardson pave in front of his house and he's not paving the main road? I'm just ask that question now. Why can't Kennedy Richardson paving in front of his house and he's not coming to pave the main road in Capital? This morning now. Why can't Kennedy Richardson paving in front of his house and he's not paving the Capital Main Road? Why can't Kennedy Richardson paving in front of your house and he can't pave in front of the main road? What really going on? Why can't I reach at this? Why can't I reach at this? Why?
I go vote for you.
Why
That's the only man saying something in Trinidad and Tobago right now. Philip Alexander. That's the only man. Nobody else. All of them is a waste of time. That's the only man saying something in Trinidad and Tobago right now.
I thought Richard we had to put them on social media.
Yes, see the condition of the roads. Why they waiting now 2 weeks before elections and don't pay road? Why they do it right through the year?
Exactly.
Why them that total waste?
Hi, good morning again. My name is Sherry Ania, representing for PP, Progressive Empowerment Party. Thank you.
Good morning.
Why Kennedy Richardson paving in front of your house, right? And what happened to the Capital Main Road? Why I thought to reach this and we had to put him up on social media just to get the road fixed? That right? Stop take tires, burn tires, rubbers and stuff on the road?
So,
stop.
Point people not seeing that. And PNM don't care. I grew up in Point, I born in Point. And Point right now is just a candle to finish Berry Point.
Kennedy Richardson paving in front of your house, right? And him suddenly main road in Capital. What going on there? Where, folks? Why Kennedy Richardson paving in front of your house and he's paving the main road, Capital Main Road? What really going on?
Alright.
Kennedy Richardson paving in front of your house and he's not paving the Capital Main Road.
I choose not to respond, and are you filming this? I don't know what.
Why Kennedy Richardson paving in front of your house and he's not seen about Capital Main Road? Where, folks?
Well, I really don't know that, but they've seen about places, but what they could do at the time.
Ian Young, representing PP, Progressive Empowerment Party.
My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the workers' rights platform. Ladies and gentlemen, and members of the public, today I come to you not as a warrior, not as a man that breathing fire, but I come to you with a plea for you to understand what is taking place in your area and the neglect that the people of Point Fortin and environs have been suffering underneath a government that they would have thought was their own. And by our opposition, that is politically racial. Now in the area and the district of Point Fortin and Library, because we have known to be voting PNM all our lives, we have been under neglected. We have seen people would have came to our district and left with the richness or with our inheritance. And whereas one is taken from us, the next half is saying it's good for we. Now ever since I've been fighting this battle as an activist, as someone that care and reaching out to many people, the many different conversations I would have had with several of you, or you know that I lied. We would have put our trust in people that turn wrong and cut our asses, that take our trust in them as a weakness, and we have been suffering for years. This is not right. And now is a time that the status quo must change. Not for the worse, but for the better. And I am calling on everybody from Point Fortin and environs to stand up with me and the team of us that are prepared to go down with a fight, to bring back the Point Fortin that I would have known, to bring back the library that I would have known, and to set the people free. You see the mama guy, when the election time comes, with the run on the paved road, you deserve more than that. You deserve to have scholarships being presented to people in the villages. You deserve more than have to hide and run from the police on the streets because you're hustling there to make $1 to make ends meet. There's not something that are talking from the outside in it, because I am in it. I am also a partaker in this suffering, and we could only elevate together. What's going on? The incompetence of our MP when the people was crying out the most. But because you're so sick in winning an election, or you're running the paper and yourself doing it good, what about all the rest of the years? Some of you PNM activists, or you're so sick on the money, a little 300 to work, a little extra 10 days, that's what you're sick on. To each his own, you know. I invest with a man trying to get it and trying to make it. But when you go to that polling station and you continue to vote in that manner, and you would have heard the many testimonies in which people like yourself on the ground is speaking about and talking about. And when you continue to vote in that manner, then something wrong. We here on this workers' rights platform is about to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And I am calling on Basdeo Pandey to reach out to me, because we would have tried several times, because the type of politics that is taking place within Trinidad and Tobago, you would have been there at the birthing of it. And time must change. We must do better. The people and the future of Trinidad and Tobago depends on that. Make no bones about it. This thing here may be starting in South. It may be starting from Point Fortin, but the fire is ever blazing. And I will comment it to them. The opposition do not care about us. That is a fact. And if anybody, any one of us, would have said, all right, let me vote for UNC, I want to ask if you had a private discussion with them. Have they ever come to you and asked you what you want? Not only when election time is. Now because they're out in the numbers, because they're trying to secure your vote. And what I talk in here is truths that can never be echoed on other platforms, because they are dependent on these political entities for bread. I ain't saying no, I too is affected by politics. Because politics is the ultimate power in a democracy type system. Is where things change. But there are people that are fencing your democracy by bypassing what you are saying and what you are calling for. So when we talk about activism, in which we are going to show you just now, the type of activism that you will be getting now from the opposition is unprecedented. But from the time election season done, you're going to hear them saying that they cannot help you. That is what you have been receiving for over 5 years. I lying? Now, Pandey would have been talking about politics have a morality of its own. And that is a fact. Now we are going into some videos here. Now, and afterwards we will come back and we will chop it up. Because the truth must be spoken. And if you are afraid to speak it, what we will be doing here on this platform is speaking just that. My name is Medicine Jeffrey and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Stay tuned to the video and we'll come back on the next end and we will chop it up.
This video is for Kamala Prasad Bisas, and I hope you see this video, because I am confused as to what is really taking place. I am scrolling TikTok recently, just scrolling, and I came across a live. I was like, hey, the UNC walking about somewhere. But then I saw a blue shirt, and I was like, wait, that is not Gary Griffith Party. So me foolishly assumed that maybe the UNC and Gary Griffith Party were in the same area at the same time. So I said, I must stick around to see how this fireworks going to go. Only to hear this voice in the background.
Cast your vote for the United National Congress. Cast your vote for the SPA. We warmly welcome our colleagues from the SPA political leader, Captain Gary Griffith, and members of his team who are walking.
So wait a minute. Kamala Prasad Bisesa and Gary Griffith, they are friends again then. They made up the teaming up, the joining forces. This is like a Captain Planet type of thing. Okay. So we the public have to forget all of this then. The years of back and forth, the years of who calling who incompetent, who was a bad national security minister, who was a drunk, who was a bad prime minister. We know the public have to forget all of this and vote because of the team up. Because you all put all the rings together and form the Captain Planet. We have to forget the past. And this is why many people just don't vote by. This nonsense right here is why. Because let's say you are looking for a second party to vote for. You're fed up with the PNM, or maybe you were PNM, you're no longer PNM, or for whatever reason, you just want another party. You now have to forget the fact that Gary Griffith called Kamala a drunk, or forget the fact that he said she was a bad prime minister, or forget the fact that she called him an incompetent minister of national security. You have to forget all of this and vote for them. And the average person simply won't do that. You know what they're going to say? The PNM bad and the UNC confused. I ain't voting for none. Which is a vote for the PNM by default, because they, by default, have the majority. You see, by whoever advising, Jack Warner was right by. When Jack Warner said the UNC have a cabal and they don't have Kamala's best interest at heart, I think he was right. Whoever is advising you, ma'am, fire that person. Fire that person with immediate effect. That person's a PNM move. As you all know, I don't have a political party. I've never voted in my life, and I was considering voting in the next general election. But you see this nonsense? Nah, boy, I can't see myself doing it. I can't put everything I've read in the papers for the past 6 to 8 years behind me. I can't. I just can't do it. On a good country, I can't do it. No. This is why when you and a workplace fall out, you leave quietly. You don't make a scene. You don't go and preach to the high heavens how corrupt the boss was. You never know, you might need the boss in the future. And to add insult to injury, who the hell is this? MND. So the UNC teamed up with everybody then. So we go back to the 2010 days where it had the UNC, the COP, the NAR, and Jack, about 50 different parties. Each party had 2 members. So we go back to that then. Where the COP went from the COP, Congress of the People, to Congress of the Person. We only had 1 person in the party. At this point, the PNM probably feeling untouchable. Because while the PNM is just the PNM, you had to get the whole Avengers to come and fight against them. And here the hurtful part, it's not even the good Avengers, you know. You know, it's not even the Hulk and Iron Man. No, it's Hawkeye and Black Widow. Hawkeye and Shimmy Black. You come into a fight with no powers whatsoever. That is who the UNC bringing on. No heavy hitters.
We going and vote the PNM demons out. We going and vote the PNM demons out. What you going to do?
Vote the PNM demons out.
That we talking about. You want better schooling for your children, no school fee that going and be extremely high. Vote the PNM demons out. You want taxes to lower? What do we have to do?
Vote the PNM demons out.
Right. All you want proper roads and not selling all you know dreams?
Vote the
PNM demons out. That is what all you need to do. Vote the PNM demons out. We need to vote the PNM demons out. I need to take in all your brain, because like somehow all you like to suffer. I realize all you like to suffer. You understand? All you like high gas prices, all you like high grocery prices, and these things. All you like living like the 1%, and all you don't even have 1% money. Me don't understand that. Me don't understand that at all.
Let me hear the let me hear the intro.
At the end of the day, we're on the floor, we're about the people, we bounce up, you understand? But it's all about serving the people. It's love.
No.
August 14th is all about voting.
Correct.
But we are here, TNT. Wake up.
Don't know.
Tobago, wake up. Unity and all ways and all. Let's just be eclectic. Love and unity. We're on the floor.
Don't know. Love in the house. Love in the house. Marvella West candidates. Marvella West candidates spreading the love. Marvella West spreading the love. Don't know.
Huh. I doesn't want to come here all the time and be rowdy and speak in this manner. But one thing is affecting my heart, my soul, my spirit, and my very sanctity. I hear Renaissance Jeffrey had to come out and speak. Because at the end of the day, if you want to play with your life and your representation and your future and your children's future, that is not the thing for all of us. We would have known from not in the too distant past the wars that was taking place between Gary Griffith, the UNC, and Watch the Alliance. What is the end game? We have the most incompetent person in the area and the district of Point Fortin. Yeah, the most incompetent person. And we are seeing that this person have been advantaging the fishermen in Cedros in Granville. And nobody have the belly or the testicular fortitude to even investigate that. Kamala go play Sheen here. Members of the executive will play there. Gary Griffith will play here and he playing White Knight. Chanka, T-Loxin, a matter of fact. Mashing up people in Granville. Doing what he want down there. And nobody have the testicular fortitude to jump out and say something. Gary Griffith himself, he's allied himself with certain people and not trying to find out the background and not trying to find out what is taking place on the roots. Look what's going on here in this area. Look what's going on with the fishermen and them. And his games. What we ought to do here in this area. Are we going to vote back an incompetent government or our opposition that don't care? Now, Didi, me and you got it. We would have talked. We would have had several discussions based on certain facts.
We go in and vote, the PNM.
But when I see certain people trying to misguide you, I have no other choice than to pick up the sword. And although there is a phenomenon on TikTok, although certain people would have reached out to you, I am telling you, they're not telling you the correct facts. I would have been there in that arena. And I would have seen the truth. We have an opposition that Muslim people that don't even say what them to talk. People that was there in their party. Is that what you want? Is that the type of representation that you want, people? Didi are talking to you. Is that the type of representation that you want for your people? And I had to get the whip because you have a responsibility to find out what you are getting into and what you are saying. You have a responsibility. And if this is the case, then something wrong. At the end of the day, politics have a morality of its own, and you have a responsibility to speak out and to find out and to verify certain information that you not lead people down into a ditch. What's what going on with T-Loxin? People begging him for a road. The UNC is not a party that is people friendly. Oh, you understand that? It's the front that they are putting on at this point in time is what is frightening, because some of you is actually believing some of the lies and the narrative that they are painting. The truth of the matter is they are no longer worried at all. People, it's time to think it and open your eyes in it. The truth is before you. You don't want to do something that you will regret the next 5 years, because that is the same thing we do with Rowley. We trust him and we give him a next chance because he thought that he have the testicular fortitude to do certain things, and we trust him again. Or you don't want to make that same mistake with Kamala and she ministers and counselors. So you know who or you, where you all are voting for, know what you are voting for, and take the initiative to do something different. With that, I ain't gonna stay no set of time again. We go play some more videos, because this thing here is not always about, it's not always, it's not about me. It's about you, it's about me, it's about the future of our country and good governance. Let us be the gem of the Caribbean once more. Let us be the island that is leading the chain. We the last down here. Let me lead it. Let me reach to that point again. That people could say, yeah, they want to come to that. So without further ado, we are going to play some more videos. We are going right into that. And people, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. It upset the algorithm. And those the intelligence, the cybercrime board. Or you stop interfering with my videos for me, please. Don't interfere with the videos. Don't go on this channel and chop up and move what you want. Because we are on to you. Or you don't want me to call the magistrate name in point Fortin court, or you sort that out. Because what I am saying is a fact. I lying, and I challenge anyone to prove me wrong. That magistrate is out of control, and it have no system here in Trinidad and Tobago that could tailor the behavior of an out of control magistrate. I challenge anybody to bring any information that is opposing to that. Anyone, the law association, and challenge you, because it have no system in place that could put a magistrate in their place. They are alone to themselves. I would have feel the whips of an out of control magistrate. And when that is taking place, boy, God help some of you, because some of you men and women are feeling too. You know what I'm talking about. Some of we don't even trust in the justice system in Trinidad and Tobago. The hell with something that's supposed to be sacred, destroying our country, and the law association in Trinidad and Tobago says nothing about it. Man, the hell with some of you, yes? I'm not joke here, you know. I know what I'm talking about. That challenge anyone of you. Cybercrime. Stop interfering with videos. Don't interfere with my videos. At the end of the day, or you have a work to do, I have my work to do. This is a calling. And the people at Point Fortin Library and environs come out. There's a massive motorcade on the 29th of July. Going straight down to Cedros. Come and voice your concern. And vote for representation like no other. My name is Wellesley Jeffrey and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Like, share and subscribe.
About in front by Mr. Kennedy, the pave and all here going up. I want to know how the people here and stuff right here. But that's the question we have said. What all you think about that?
I like it.
We have been a question this morning. But you know what you want to think about in front by Mr. Kennedy, the pave and could strip going up. That's how the bad will happen.
Well, they know they're doing so. I like that.
A question this morning, what you think about in front by Mr. Kennedy being paved and this part going up?
Well, I question it, but all I hear people saying is that
And this morning. I'm not from here, no. Something. What you think about being in front by Mr. Kennedy down so paved and all here going up a paved? What do you think about down by Mr. Kennedy being paved and here not being paved? About that just told. Right. Down there being paved and here not being paved. Good day. My name is Alison African and I will be going up for councillor for Hollywood under the Progressive Empowerment Party. And the question of the day is, why is in front by Mr. Kennedy paved and the rest of Warden Road is not being paved? Up here in paved.
Well, don't worry, man, up here UNC.
So you believe that they only paved part because in front by Mr. Kennedy because of P&M?
Hey?
The worst part paved and
the worst part of what road is it?
And the part wasn't so bad in front by Kennedy. What you consider P&M area then?
Exactly.
It's what fit.
It's what fit.
Well, all right. Well, the voice of the people. So hopefully, well, this year you'll get. What? Right. So if only way you notice one part paved. All right. Thanks. Oh, you think about that? Hey!
failure, total failure.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Miss Linda? This is the girl and the child is dead and down here. Is your mother-in-law, father mother, Marty grandmother. Claudia.
Alright.
Here what now? Yesterday I went to by the office because I hear they was giving out food card. But when I went out there, I still I give all the food card. But then like nobody then placed my name on the on the list, so I didn't get I really need it. Because I have nothing. I said, well, let me go up and see if I get a little food card at least.
And all the food cards given based on people recommending your name.
Well, people would have recommended their name.
Yeah. Party group staff. Party group.
Oh.
Recommended name.
And you know how long I applied for a food card? Yes. I reply.
This is not food card. This is just a hamper for the Christmas. This is just a card.
I know all that. They explained me that was a hamper. You understand? But I say, well, because they was in the district and we was working with them, I'm saying, lady, they know your situation. And they go there, get a little food card sale. So when I hear about it, all right, darling. That's why I say, I'm going to call you first now.
What's your name?
Claudia Moore. So we'll see where you could do from there.
Where is Break Avenue?
Right behind the children's shop here. And Break Avenue Extension.
What is supported in PNM?
Yeah, what all they did for we with the burial of the child. We supported that.
Hello?
Yeah?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. His father and his mother of that time, I went and gave them money.
I know that, they say that.
They put on yellow jersey, as well as the house of the child, they were stuck to talk. I don't know if you are talking to. Also, supported the UNC. Understand? And they call it your name and coming on because people have certain people don't have UNC supporters and they play games. You understand? I don't know if you are the person who knows now some of that father there.
No.
Who also challenge.
Yeah, but
that
what?
house there was
Yeah.
for UNC too.
No, listen to
I
me.
just went back. If the people vote UNC, I'm targeting her. If you are the one, I'm not targeting people who vote for UNC. I'm going to look for new people.
Yeah.
I'm not targeting people who vote with UNC, stay with UNC.
Yeah, but listen to me. I was with Lisa, which is my daughter, would support them right too.
Who you work with?
I work with Lisa.
Who Lisa?
Lisa Moore, which is my daughter, with Fallon and them.
I was not Fallon about you.
Yeah.
I'm doing this video in front of my house, and that become necessary because I need to highlight something with the UNC and what they're purporting. They're saying that they're getting a lot of support from the Shogunas in the area. Right? This is just to let you all know that last weekend, the 8th that was, I live in my house to go out, and I was accosted by these people on the road. They proceed to enter into my premises. No problem. So I talked to them, letting them know nicely to get lost and that I'm going to a pep rally down in Palmas Park, San Fernando. In doing so, no problem. They were okay with that, but they continued talking. So I proceeded to enter my vehicle. Just at that point, right, it looked like someone in the crowd took a picture, and they put up this picture this morning as with me in front of my house in the presence of the UNC people, right, the councillor Jadunana and girl, the Melissa Jadunana, I think it is, yeah, right, that I am in support of them, and it was a successful walk they had in the area, and whatever bullshit it was. But the thing is, look at the levels these people go into, look at the levels. I was clear with these people. I want nothing to do with them, I want no part of them, to please vacate my premises. Next thing you know, a week after, on the page as me pledging support to them. I need them to take that thing off right now. Because in no way am I a part of the UNC or ever will be.
However, we were blocked several times and bullied off the stage. This is a very disturbing aspect of our democracy because I represent the thousands of Carney workers who are never given their visa packages. Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, she was placed in position 2010 to 2015 with all of us protesting in her, for her, worshipping her. We do love Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, but we do also believe that she is not going to take the party forward. Our children are suffering. We need to migrate from Trinidad and Tobago. We cannot even come out of our houses. And we need strong, ethical, young leaders to take us forward. We do not need a party that is suppressing the views and thoughts of our people.
Do we really suffer so badly from some mental disease that we have nobody else to put except a woman who will be 80-something years if she becomes Prime Minister? Something had to be wrong with us. All you need to think, we need to put younger people with younger ideas. And under Kamala pushes this LBGT dotishness. She's the one that put a man as a woman in the Senate, which my religion don't allow. She's the one that have her purse carrier there, and that same purse carrier living with his boyfriend. And then she have a councillor, a next councillor, who with a member of parliament right now, two of them living together. And that is the kind of politics I am supposed to support? No partner. No partner. Hard luck. My religion come first. Let's go. Hello.